Imagine stepping into a world so vivid, so alive, that time itself begins to blur. 1 minute you're battling across burning skies. The next, hours have slipped through your fingers like smoke. These aren't just games. They're gateways, pulling you deeper, twisting your sense of reality until the real world feels like the dream you forgot to wake up from. But here's the secret. Most players won't tell you. It's not just the action or the adrenaline. It's the quiet moments, the hidden fears, the desperate hopes, the choices that echo long after the screen fades to black, that truly steal your soul. Today, we're diving into 20 games so good, so gripping, that you'll lose yourself without even realizing it. Are you ready to cross the threshold? Because once you step in, there's no going back. Let's begin. What if saving the world didn't mean fighting monsters or battling armies, but simply fixing the cracks right beneath our feet? Imagine standing atop 40 tons of raw, roaring machinery, bulldozers, pavers, and rollers, with the power to rebuild a broken world, one shattered road at a time. That's the heart of Roadcraft, the latest construction simulation from Saber Interactive, the minds behind Mudrunner and SnowRunner. Except this time, the battleground isn't raging storms or wild frontiers. It's the endless, crumbling highways of civilization itself. With over 40 types of heavy machinery at your fingertips, every pothole becomes a challenge, every cracked bridge a mission. Bulldoze the debris, lay down smooth new asphalt, and restore what the world took for granted. And if the weight of the world feels heavy, bring along up to 3 friends and forge a team of builders ready to reshape the future. Together, it's oddly poetic, fixing a world we so often feel powerless against. In Roadcraft, the small victories matter. Every road repaired is a silent rebellion against chaos, a proof that change, even tiny, stubborn change, is possible. Roadcraft paves its way onto PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on May 20th. Will you rise to rebuild, or let the cracks grow deeper? Imagine crash landing onto an alien world and realizing the strangest thing there isn't the creatures. It's the propaganda whispering in your ear. Revenge of the Savage Planet picks up where Journey to the Savage Planet left off. But this time, it's bigger, bolder, and bursting with attitude. Now, in stunning third-person perspective, your adventure stretches across vibrant, surreal landscapes, jetpacking over endless chasms and battling the wild, hilarious chaos of aggressive alien wildlife. But behind the laughs and neon skies lies a real survival story, not just in the game, but in the studio itself. Once swallowed up by Google's doomed Stadia project, the team fought back, reformed as Raccoon Logic, and reclaimed their world. This game isn't just a sequel, it's a defiant comeback. The narrative promises to dig deeper, weaving humor with heart as you uncover corporate absurdities and environmental oddities alike. Every jump, every strange creature catalogued, feels like both a rebellion and a celebration. Revenge of the Savage Planet launches May 8th for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Will you survive the alien wilderness, or lose yourself in the madness crafted by corporations that just won't die? A golden age of drive-ins, neon diners, and absolute courier mayhem. Imagine strapping yourself behind the wheel of a rocket-powered van, tasked with hauling everything from volatile chemicals to live, very unhappy animals through streets that were never meant to handle your kind of chaos. Welcome to Deliver at All Costs, where mid-century Americana collides head-on with absurd arcade action. It's a world where speed limits are optional, physics are suggestions, and your only goal is simple: get the package there, no matter what explodes along the way. The energy here feels like Crazy Taxi dialed up to 11, drenched in retro, colors and sprinkled with glorious nonsense. 1 second you're dodging traffic and launching over hills, the next you're swerving to keep a wild goat from crashing through the windshield. But beneath the absurdity, there's a deeper thrill, in the relentless race against time, the desperate improvisation, the sheer joy of surviving one more impossible delivery. In a world obsessed with control and order, Deliver at All Costs invites you to embrace glorious, reckless chaos. Get ready to floor it when Deliver at All Costs blasts onto PC, PS5 and Xbox Series on May 22nd. Will you master the madness, or become another forgotten package on the side of the road? What if forging weapons was as epic as wielding them in battle? What if the clang of hammer on steel wasn't just background noise, but the very heartbeat of your destiny? In Blades of Fire, from the visionary team at Mercury Steam, Metroid, dread. Every swing, every strike, every triumph starts at the forge. Here you don't just pick up swords, you craft them from legends. With 7 distinct weapon families and over 30 ancient forged scrolls waiting to be unlocked, your arsenal is a reflection of your soul, brutal, beautiful, and born from fire. But nothing lasts forever. Every blade you create, no matter how magnificent, carries a bittersweet truth. It will eventually break. The more you rely on a weapon's strength, the closer you come to losing it. It's a cruel balance. Mastery bought at the price of impermanence. And somehow, that makes every strike mean even more. In a world where kings fall and empires burn, the true legends are the ones who forge their own fate. Will you craft the weapon that changes history, or fall to dust, forgotten with the rusted swords of the past? Blades of Fire ignites on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on May 22nd. Your forge awaits. Will you answer its call? Ever wanted to be the good cop in a neon-lit 80s crime drama, where the rain slicks the streets, the city hums with danger, and justice is just a badge away? The Precinct drops you into that dream, and then dares you to survive it. From a top-down perspective that evokes the gritty classics of gaming's golden age. You'll patrol a world dripping with neon and desperation. But don't expect a simple beat cop simulator. Every shift pulls you deeper into a world of corruption, secrets, and violence. With your father's unsolved murder looming like a ghost over every call you answer, you'll issue commands to squad cars, set up roadblocks, deploy spike strips, whatever it takes to keep the chaos from swallowing the city whole. But for every parking ticket written, a darker question lurks. How far will you go to uncover the truth? It's not just about restoring order. It's about confronting the shadows that lurk behind the badge and facing a city that's forgotten. How to hope. The Precinct patrols onto PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on May 13th. Suit up, detective. The night is waiting, and it's not going to save itself. When ancient demons rise once more from the shadows of forgotten wars, only the unwavering blade of a samurai can stand against them. Onimusha 2. Samurai's destiny returns, sharper and deadlier than ever, in a stunning HD remaster that breathes new life into the 2002 classic. But this isn't just a prettier coat of paint, it's a resurrection of a legend, forged for a new generation. Modernized controls bring every brutal clash to your fingertips with a fluidity that feels effortless, yet razor-precise. And for those who believe they've mastered the way of the blade, a brand new hell mode awaits. A gauntlet where only true warriors survive. Every strike, every dodge, every heartbeat carries the weight of destiny itself. And if you pre-order, you'll unlock a special bonus. 5 haunting orchestral tracks, a soundtrack for your personal odyssey through darkness and honor. This isn't just about reliving a memory. It's about reclaiming your place in a world where loyalty, sacrifice, and steel still decide the fate of men and monsters alike. Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny. Remaster slices onto PS5, Xbox Series, Switch, and PC on May 23rd. Will you rise, again blade in hand, to meet the demons, or fall to the whisper?
My destiny I'll accept.
One dream, one developer, one breathtaking vision that refused to stay small. Lost Soul Aside began as the impossible dream of a single creator, Yang Bing, a solo project so ambitious, so dazzling, that it captured the world's imagination. What started as one man's passion evolved into a full-fledged team, and now it's ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with giants. Imagine the kinetic flair of Devil May Cry fused with the sweeping fantasy of Final Fantasy XV. High-speed combat that flows like a dance. A world painted in shifting lights and shadows, vast and untamed. And at your side, a living companion that can transform into your weapons, your armor, even your wings. But beneath all the flash and fury lies something more personal. A story of resilience, of daring to believe that a single spark of creativity can set the whole sky on fire. Every strike you land, every enemy you outmaneuver, feels like more than a victory. It feels like honoring the stubborn dream that refused to die. Lost Soul. Its side takes flight on PS5 and PC on May 30th. Are you ready to chase destiny across a battlefield where dreams are forged or shattered? What happens when the Slayer trades his futuristic guns for dragons, ancient steel, and a shield saw that slices through nightmares? You get Doom, the Dark Ages, and it's every bit as brutal, unhinged, and glorious as it sounds. Gone are the neon corridors and cyber demons. Here, you are thrust into a savage medieval world where blood-stained stone walls and the roar of dragons drowns out the cries of the damned. Your arsenal? Not just shotguns and rocket launchers, but an unholy hybrid weapon. The shield saw, a spinning blade of carnage that turns enemies into pulp with terrifying elegance. And if the ground war isn't enough, the skies are yours to conquer too. Summon towering mechs known as Atlas units to crush armies, or take to the skies on the back of a raging dragon, turning every battlefield into a feast of fury and fire. Doom. The Dark Ages doesn't just promise action. It promises a spectacle, a primal roar in a world drowning in darkness. Prepare to unleash medieval carnage when Doom, The Dark Ages charges onto PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on May 15th. Will you stand atop the ruins of a fallen age, or be consumed by the monsters you were born to destroy? In the desert, survival isn't just a battle. It's destiny written in the shifting sands. Dune Awakening invites you to step into the brutal, breathtaking world of Arrakis, where every grain of sand hides danger, and every choice you make carves a path toward triumph or oblivion. This isn't just another survival game. It's a living, breathing MMO, set in one of the most iconic universes in science fiction. Here, building a shelter isn't about comfort. It's about defying death itself. Form alliances with other survivors or betray them when the stakes grow too high. Wage massive PvP battles for control over scarce resources, and always watch the horizon, because the sands have their own hungers. The journey starts with you. A deep, intricate character creator lets you shape not just your appearance, but your background, your mentors, and your destiny itself. In a world where the slightest decision can ripple into legend, how you define yourself could mean the difference between survival and being swallowed whole by the desert. Dune Awakening rises onto PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on May 20th. Will you conquer the sands of Arrakis, or will you vanish beneath them, forgotten by history? What if the world of Elden Ring never stayed still, constantly shifting, shrinking, and pushing you toward nightmares you couldn't outrun? Welcome to Night Ring, where survival isn't measured in victories, but in how long you can cling to hope before it shatters. Set within the cursed realm of Limveld, you and up to 2 allies, the Nightfarers, are thrown into a procedurally generated nightmare that refuses to be tamed. You'll choose from 8 predefined classes: fighters, mages, assassins, and more. But no amount of preparation can shield you from what's coming. The world itself is against you. Every passing hour, Limveld shrinks, closing in around your party, suffocating every chance of escape. For 3 brutal days, you must survive ambushes, traps, and monsters born from the darkest corners of existence, until finally you face the Night Lord in a last desperate stand. But beware. Elden Ring, Night Ring isn't just a co-op adventure. It's a crucible for the soul. You can brave it alone if you dare, but the road will be merciless. Night Ring descends onto PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on May 30th. Step into Limveld, if you have the courage to survive what waits beyond the shrinking light. Whether you're crafting ancient weapons at the Forge of Destiny, jetpacking across alien skies, or riding dragons through medieval war zones, May 2025 is shaping up to be a month where time itself might just slip through your fingers. Each of these, in worlds, from burning deserts to collapsing nightmare realms, is waiting, daring you to step inside and lose yourself. Not just to play, but to live the struggle, to triumph, and to leave a piece of yourself behind in every story you touch. Maybe you'll tame the chaos. Maybe you'll become part of it. Either way, there's no turning back once you cross that threshold. So now, it's your turn. Which of these games are you most excited to dive into? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your picks. And if you found even one game today that sparked your curiosity, smash that like button. It helps more than you know. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the wildest, most unforgettable games on the horizon. There's a whole universe of adventures waiting for you. And this is only the beginning. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and keep playing.